Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Clearly Stated. I've been asking my guides all morning. I've done and deleted about 5 videos so far. I think the message that I think I need to put across is probably because I'm experiencing it and going through it myself. And I'm learning so many wonderful things about myself as a human being and the power of my own strength and ability to make choices that will impact my life. Um, we're going to talk about addictions today. That topic that many of us have, yet we're kind of ignoring, the elephant in the room or the monkey on our shoulders or whatever scenario when you want to consider it. And I'm talking about all addictions, right, across the board, whatever they might be. If it's drugs, alcohol, that big P word, if it's nefarious activity addiction, if it's just being addicted to doing things that are not helping you as a human being, is not, is poisoning your body, your mind, and your emotions. I want to talk about it. I really do today, and I'm going to do that. So let's get into a little bit of it. In my previous videos, I'm sure you can go back and have a look. And I did speak to you about my own life breakthroughs that I'm going through right now. I am a functional alcoholic, and I have been for quite a few years. And I do say functional alcoholic because it's a term basically that means that, I do my regular, job and I do what I need to do. And then when I'm done work, I sit down and I drink until I go to bed. And the reason I drink until I go to bed was because drinking had become somewhat of a partner for me. And it also helped me sleep. And I used to joke about it all the time, say, my wine was my boyfriend. And it was kind of cool because once I got to the end of the bottle, I didn't have an argument or a fight and I could go to bed peacefully. As jokingly as that is, it's ironically true. Once I realized the depths of my addiction to alcohol was, I realized the depths of the truth of my addiction, and I had to make a decision. I'd come this far. Life had given me what it had given me. I'd experienced whatever I'd experienced. And I chose alcohol as my crutch because it was easy. It's that easy thing to do because it's become society's, oh yeah, it's all right. You turn on the TV, everyone's drinking. You turn on any advertising of sorts that advertises anything, it includes drinking. It's become a cultural, acceptable phenomenon globally. And I do say globally because there's many countries out there where you can't drink, but you technically can because anywhere you can't do something, there's always an underground world of what you can. We know that. So anyhow, the point I'm trying to make is I want to talk about the power of my addiction. And the reason I want to talk about it is exactly that. It's an addiction is a power. And it's a power that controls you, controls your thoughts, controls your perspective, controls the manner in which you take a situation, controls how you're going to react to it. And usually when you're under the influence, you're not really reacting 100% genuine because you're under the influence. They say alcohol brings out the truth. Oh, yeah, it does, but not always in a good way. So, in me coming to my own realizations of my addictions and what it was doing to me and how it was impacting me physically, mentally, and emotionally, I had been pretty much talking to myself for quite some time to tell myself that enough was enough, and I had to make that choice and that decision. And I didn't know when that was going to be. I didn't know when that was going to happen. But when it did, it's almost like I've been, I can't explain it any better than to say, like, I feel like I've been transformed because the thought of alcohol at this point, it's been, I think my last drink was the night of July 10th. I think it was that night or the night before. Anyhow, I just made a decision that enough was enough. I realized that a lot of my creativity and my growth was being impeded by the amount of alcohol I was putting into my system. I was impeding my own mental ability to think for myself and think things through clearly and properly and make proper decisions for myself. The alcohol was impeding that ability. The alcohol was also bringing me sort of like on a forgetful journey where when I was inebriated, example, I'd watch something on TV or I'd say something, have a conversation. I don't remember. Why? Because that's what alcohol does. It makes you forget. That's the point. So back to addictions and, really the main topic of all this. And I'm going to be closing out in a few minutes. And I do want to say this about addictions and what I'm learning. And if you have any comments or questions, or if anything has resonated with you or hit you in any which way, and you want to know something about what I have to say and my journey, please put it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. But yeah, the power of my own choices is probably the most prominent lesson I've learned in the past couple of weeks. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Listen, I am not going to sit here and tell you that I'm never going to drink again. I'm not going to say that. Why? Because I'm restricting myself. And when you restrict yourself, you're basically telling yourself you don't have the power to control it. And we do. But they forgot to tell us that. They forgot to tell us that we have the power over our own control over the choices and decisions that we're making. They've got us convinced that we're powerless. Once you have an addiction, you're powerless. My opinion, bullshit. You're not powerless. You have control. Addicted or not, you have choices. Addicted or not. You're talking to an alcoholic. Or I'm speaking as an alcoholic and I'm telling you that you have power. Thanks for listening. Okay. And I'm going to be putting more of these out today. I've got a few that I want to put out there. But yeah, even addicts have power. They forgot to tell you that, or they neglected to tell you. Come back and see me. I'd love to hear your comments below. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, this is Clearly Stated, and I am vibrating my. Oh, this is Clearly Stated, and you are tuned into Vibrating Minds. Have a great day. Take care now. Bye.